Just the other day, I was talking to someone and we chanced upon this topic of IQ and how it may relate to someone's successes that they pursue in life compared to someone who has a lower IQ. Would that mean that if someone who has a high IQ is already fast tracked to being successful in their life, and what we bring into this world is going to be different? And there's so many different kind of areas that we are different in, because someone who has high IQ, yes, fair enough, they're going to be good at problem solving, critical strategic planning, communication skills, creativity, so on and so forth. But if you compare it to someone who has a lower IQ, they still have a chance at succeeding just as fast as well, because there's so many different factors that come into play, isn't it? There's going to be things like the context or the position or the situation that they are born into as well. There's luck, there's opportunity that is given at that point of time. There's also emotional intelligence and motivation, the resilience to be able to continue pushing through, to be able to achieve what you want to achieve. It's not only because someone who has a high IQ is going to definitely achieve successes fast, but what if anything happens along the way whereby an unexpected situation arises, a challenge arises, maybe involving personal matters or maybe involving other things that can't be planned for? Because I see some people who say that they have low IQ and they feel demoralized about it, but at the end of the day, we're still counted lucky to be who we are today. And as long as we accept who we are and realize that we are still capable of doing what we want to do in life, or at least work towards what we want to do in life with the abilities that we have, wouldn't that portray as something that is lucky? Because even if there was this label of being high IQ or low IQ, if none of us knew about this, we'll still be living our days just going by trying our best. It's only because of this then some people start to think that, since I may have low IQ, then I will not be motivated to do this, because how can I compare myself to other people? But that's where the problem is as well, because we start to compare. And what do we do once we start to compare? We'll start to spiral down into our thoughts, overthinking about things that will delay us from our progress instead of helping it. Because once we start to overthink about comparing, then it's either going to, just like the other day when I made a video about comparing, you can click the link up above. But just to reiterate, it's like, and even though by comparing, you may have something as a roadmap, as a guide, but excessive comparing can spiral you down into thinking that you're not capable, could lead one to thinking that they're not capable, and to think that the goal is too far of a reach. With all these different labels that we kind of put onto ourselves these days, it's important to note that these labels are not important. It's basically a way for people to judge our reputation by, our status by, or to see what kind of person we are. But at the end of the day, if you just accept your current situation and live your life to the fullest of what you are capable of at this point of time, then you can start to make changes for yourself for the better, instead of thinking what could be and what ifs. Because there are people that you can compare who are better. There are also people that you can compare who are not as good as you. If you remain neutral and just go about your day doing your own things, it's gonna be an opportunity for you to live your life to the fullest. And you shouldn't waste that, because we only have a limited time in this life, and it shouldn't stop you from being the best version of yourself. Everybody is born into a different life, different set of challenges. It's up to you to play this game to the best of your ability, level up as much as you can, be the best version of yourself. And instead of putting other people down or comparing yourself to others, why not support each other and grow together as a society? So that's what I wanted to share today, and leave you with something to think about as well when thinking about labels. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. If you enjoyed this particular piece of content, feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.